how educated you are. A meaningful life is not about how perfect you are. A truly meaningful life is about you being real, you being humble, you willing to share yourself to touch the lives of others. And that's New Skin. I think we should give New Skin a big hand. In this convention, I believe we are excited. Yes or no?
Yes, of course.
We saw the rebirth of New Skin. A new company, a new Skin. A new skin that is fast speed. A new skin that will give us the best opportunity platform to transform anybody's life if they really want success. A new skin that will stay committed to its mission and will stay true to helping distributor succeed. And more important, a new skin that's set to change the world. I think we should give New Skin a big hand. Mother Teresa once said, I may not be able to change the world, but I can throw a stone to the waters and create ripples. My friends from New Skin Southeast Asia, individually, we can only do so much. But collectively, as a region, we can be a powerful force for good. I think we should give New Skin Southeast Asia a big hand. But before we change the world, in my humble opinion, I think the very first step is that each and every one of us, we must fulfill our own potential. That's the reason why the company keep telling us, discover the best you. Somebody ever said the definition of hell to me. At the very last day on earth, hell is defined as the person that you became met the person you should have become. The richest place in the world is not in any country. The richest place in the world is in the graveyard. The graveyard have untold stories of riches undiscovered. Unknown talent yet to be developed. Songs which should have been written but not written. Potential that's supposed to be fulfilled, not fulfilled. Because they did not dare to take the first step. My friends from Southeast Asia, after today, we'll be going back to our hometown. Can we make a decision for ourselves and for our family? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Steve Jobs, in his good effort to recruit the Pepsi Cola CEO, said this to him. Do you want to continue selling sugar water, or you want to join me in changing the world? Let me rephrase that. Do you want to continue doing your mundane, boring job, or do you want to join us on this crusade to change the world? Yes or no? Yes. Yes or no? Yes. Last but not least, Southeast Asia, Sumiso! Sumiso! Let's go, Tama Tama! Let's go one day!
Morning! Wow, I am pumped. This is the very first time I'm excited in the convention. Thank you very much, New Skin. And thank you to all the corporate people. How many of you are here for the first time? Yeah, well, you know, congratulations. You didn't have to endure Bee Gees, and you now have Maroon 5. And so I'm actually expecting maybe the company is going to bring in Bruno Mars next time, Melissa. That would be great. But I am pumped. I've never been this excited in many, many years. I think the current convergence of the market trends, if you know, everybody that's smart will understand that we are in a pivotal moment in history. Okay? Never before have we seen anybody and any group, any demographics that is bigger than the baby boomer market. This is 1 billion plus millennials that are coming to the market. The gig economy, the rise of the micro entrepreneurs, all these convergence are never before happened and never will happen again. And right now I am just so excited because the company is actually giving us the tools and has listened to the distributors. And I listened to the products, and I was a buyer for a department store before. I am not a seller. I don't understand sales, but I do have one specialization, and that is to look for what sells. And I look at the product of this company, and I don't need to look at anything else. And I look at the Power Lips, and I look at the Lumi Spa, and I get goosebumps. And I said, oh my gosh, we're gonna be rich. And then I attend Velocity. And then you're gonna have daily income. Wow. And then you're gonna have weekly targets. Wow. That means to say that we're gonna have the potential to quadruple the productivity of everyone. I mean, by the power of intentionality, the reason why all sales surge at the end of the month is because our intention was to fill the target at the end of the month. And when we have something that is able to get people to make income every week, it's going to quadruple everything. I do believe that with all that we've seen so far, that this company is going to hit 5 billion before target. Yes. How many of you believe that? Yeah, I believe that the rise and the increase in this company is not just going to go double. They're going to hit 5 billion very, very quickly. I was sitting beside Casey and when Vicky was showing the sales target for Southeast Asia. And Vicky said that the 1 billion is 2021 to 2025. And Casey said, why so long? Well, yes, why so long, Vicky? With Velocity and with the products that we have right now, I believe that Southeast Asia is capable of delivering 1 billion, not in sales, but in commissions before 2020. Are you with me? Are you excited?
Yes!
It's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen with or without our participation. I'm so excited because Southeast Asia has the most percentage of millennials in the world. And Southeast Asia, if you research it, I'm sure that we are much more social media savvy than anybody else in the world. And so I understand and I see it, and I'm so pumped, and I don't think this is ever gonna happen again. If you have been lazy in your life and you've had regrets, oh, I should have bought that real estate property, 7 years ago, it would have tripled. I should have worked harder last year, and then today I would have this and that. I tell you, you can forget about if you were lazy yesterday, last year, the other years, and etc. But if you are going to be lazy this time, I can promise you that you are probably going to regret it for the rest of your life. Because this company grows to 5 billion. If Southeast Asia grows to 1 billion, and I totally believe that with Velocity right now, and with the products, and with the very obvious direction, and the change in the company is so evident. They're actually there with the distributors. They're actually running at the same direction of the distributors. I have never seen support like that ever. This is a fantastic platform that we're on right now, and it's going to be unstoppable. And I believe that Malaysia alone could hit that 1 billion. Why do I say that? Because our competitor in Malaysia, who has lousy products and the lousiest marketing plan, can do 8 to 9 billion ringgit per year. That's already your target, Vicky. Yes, it is. And so it's going to happen. And when Southeast Asia hits 1 billion, how many millionaires are we going to create? And so the question is, are you going to be a part of it? Are you going to be a part of it? Or are you going to look back to today and say, oh my gosh, I saw that. I've seen a lot of our pioneers. They went from 0 to 10 to $20 million and create huge incomes. But I look at right now, and I can't help but feel that the time that we're in right now, the convergence of these trends, have never before happened, and they didn't even have that kind of advantage. We are in a very, very special moment right now. Okay? And so we are at the center of it all. At the end of the day, if you never got your success in life and you are here in New Skin right now, you will have no one else to blame. Yes, it is. Yes. Momentum is impending. It's going to happen with or without us. But the distance between reality and success is something called massive, determined action. Action alone will make things real and make things happen. Okay? And, I just want to follow the story of Ong Gi. And, I'm very nervous to be here beside Ong Gi. And
Why?
Không phải hết pin mà do cái lục máy lỏng cái chỗ receiver.
Testing.
when they told me to speak at this, I didn't understand that I was going to be standing beside all these wonderful people, and I'm just glad that John is the end, so I don't have to take that very, very crucial spot. But I don't know if you remember the time when Israel won against all odds. And one soldier in Israel was equivalent to about maybe 20 to 40 of the enemy. And they won. And they won because of one thing. It's because they acted preemptively. A preemptive strike, if you understand what that means. Now I understand that everybody's going to be excited about velocity. Now for people like Rain, people like me, people like John, when you factor in what we know about the behavior of distributors, and what velocity can deliver, we're so pumped. I'm just looking at my downlines and said, oh my gosh, you're going to be rich. Because that's exactly what's going to happen with this compensation plan. The world wouldn't know what hit them. The network marketing industry would never have seen anything like this. We have the situation where I can't help feel that I'm in a company like Apple. Apple is a very stable company. But that pipeline of innovation, that kind of growth, that is actually what's happening to us. And it's going to happen. But the key is to be like Israel. And that is to act preemptive. We do not wait until this velocity is launched or this particular product is launched. The story itself spikes the stock market. And so we should use that story. There are two types of people in this room. There are those people that are going to be entertained. You're going to be inspired for the moment. And then when you go back home, you go back to yourself. And there are people like me who are the dreamers. And we understand the power of the mind. And we understand that your mind actually creates our reality. What you see, what you believe, is what you will see happen in our reality. Yes or yes? And so I come here to draw in the energy from John, from Ong Gi, from all those people. And I want to be inspired and bottle that inspiration so that you can bring it home to your team and keep it until you become successful, until you succeed. The time to act is now. This is going to happen, and that velocity thing, I tell you, I was just talking to Casey and I said, Casey, this is great. If I was suggesting the compensation plan to the company, almost everything would be like that except for one. But this is great and this is enough. At the end of the day, as entrepreneurs, I was telling a downline, no one decides your fate but you. God can give you everything. God can give you all the tools and the best company and the best platform and the best situation. But until you understand that if it's to be, it's going to be up to me. Entrepreneurship is ownership. You want success? Own it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you.
I think a lot of them, a lot of the leaders here said everything. So I'm just gonna say in two perception. You know, as speaking as an outsider, right? An outsider. This is a very smart company. You know, I listened and I really like what Ryan spoke yesterday morning when he said there are 4 rise. Right? You think about it. The rise of the workforce. Right? So you got this billion people, millennials, coming into the workforce. So they are the next biggest spender of buying all these products. Then you got the rise of this social entrepreneur. So that we understand that 1 out of 3 are involved in somehow this micro entrepreneur, such as, you know, if you have a car, you got a phone, you download Uber, you can make money. You got a condo that's not being rented out, you can download Airbnb and you can be on their platform. So you got that rise of that micro entrepreneurship, right? Then you have the rise of the gig economy. It's not just millennials. We are also looking for flexibility and freedom in our life. I come from a country that is probably the top 10 or top 5 most congested with traffic. Okay, every day it's getting worse. Okay, so one day we can only go to 2 or 3 places. Yeah, Indonesia can be number 1. Philippines number 2. Okay, Thailand number 3. So I mean, I'm looking for that flexibility, right? The ability to be able to work at home, be with my family, be with my kids. And then you have this rise of this social phenomenon, right? I was just like Sean Brady's wife. I never play Facebook. I have Facebook. I have like 300 friends. I don't even know how to post. Okay, I don't like social media. Okay, but that's okay. So now as an outsider, you understand this is a smart company because they're looking to the next 10 years. They're looking at our future consumer, our future distributors. It's a smart company. So give a big round of applause to Nu Skin, please. Right? So now speaking as a distributor, I've been with the company 20 years. You know, I mean, I used to remember calling people, saying, how are you? How's your life? Are you happy? Then we set up a meeting, then we drive an hour, then we see them at the coffee shop and you know, sit down with them, show them, present to them, talk for 2 hours, try to close them, try to do everything, right? And then sometime we call our upline and our upline have to come with us. You know, that was the old days. And we are at a point where we are changing because of technology, because of the positioning of the company, because the world has changed. So if you're still not changing, you're hesitant to change, well, my friends, the next few years is going to be very tough. Over the last 2 days, we hear about social selling. We hear about all this technology. We hear about all these platforms. That is a signal that you have to realize as an entrepreneur where the company is positioning. Where is the direction? They're going this way. Hello? They're going this way. So now you don't have to worry about the platform. Nu Skin's providing all that. Right? They're answering to that social entrepreneurship. They're answering to the millennials. They're coming out with so many new products. Did you try Roar? Yeah, I tried. I put so much on my face that I had to go to the toilet just now to wipe it out. But it works in cold weather. You know, I mean, it works. I don't know about Bangkok, you know, maybe my face will be so oily, right? But they're coming out with all these products. Why? Because millennials are demanding these kind of products. Yeah, we'll still be talking about anti-aging, but these millennials, 1 billion of them, they're not looking for anti, they're looking for natural, They're looking for something different. So we are blessed that New Skin has that vision. Or else we all will become a dinosaur. Not only a dinosaur company, a dinosaur distributor, and we are not going to be able to attract the next generation. Okay? So give that big round of applause to the company. Louder! So here's the end. You want to change? Change. You don't want to change? Don't change. Your life. Yeah, you don't need us to tell you freedom, time freedom, financial freedom. But I've been at this 20 years, and my life has changed in the last few months. You know, I haven't really driven my car. I've been working at home. I've been doing everything online. Everything has changed. And I have 2 beautiful kids. I'm able to spend time with them every day. I see them every day. You know, and sometimes they're on meetings with me, right? I mean, I'm doing my meeting and they'll come around, you know. And this is what life is about, right? It's not about making so much money, because you die, you take nothing. But it's about having the quality of life. When was the last time you spent a lot of time with your children? When was that? Okay? So, we are at the right time, right place, right vehicle, right platform. So now it's about you. Okay, it's about you changing. Okay, it's about you not resisting, but adapting and understanding that this is the present, not the future. It is today. Okay, and you know what, Southeast Asia? Can we go triple?
Yes.
Right? What are you talking about? Go double. In the old days, it's double because one day we spend 3 hours on the road, right? I hate it. And we meet our prospect, and then we sit at a coffee store, and they're not there. And we call them, and they don't pick up the phone. Then we SMS them. Old days, SMS, right? No line, huh? We SMS them. And then they SMS back and they say, I'm sorry, I can't come. Right? And we wasted 3 hours. Well, today, we don't need to leave the house. We can be sitting online. We can talk to the whole world. We're open in 54 countries. There are no more borders. The world is flat. And I want to thank New Skin for making our business flat, being able for all of you, all of us, to be able to do this anywhere in the world. And in the next few years, I hope New Skin is developing an application where when we speak online, it is translating into 50 over languages.
Oh, yes!
Right?
Oh, yes!
Right? And hey, that's happening.
That's what happened.
Yeah. Everything, right? So you know what? Let's go triple. Let's work hard. Let's adapt to the change. Let's use this platform. And you know what, Southeast Asia? We're number 3. Let's move up to number 2, man. And it's not about asking just Thailand, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, and Vietnam. It's asking all of us to work and work together, be one team, have one goal. And you know what? This is not about you. This is not about doing this for the company. This is about doing this for our family. And that's the reason I joined this company. It's about being able to have that valuable time with my wife, my family, my beautiful kids, and seeing them grow up. I've been with my son since he was born till he is now 4.5 years old. I have seen every moment of him growing up. That is life, my friend. Not about you having $1 billion and dying lonely and being by yourself. So today, right?
Yes!
Right?
Yes!
Yeah, so get your ass up. Let's go triple and let's go 1 big. Thank you.
Big round of applause for our core leaders. Thank you for your inspiration.